Hi everyone, welcome to Board of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and neither is this bloke. This is Panzerquack from GameCon. Panzerquack in the British medium tank. What's this one? The Centurion Action X at tier 10. Sorry, I'm just waking up and I'm still on the coffees down here at Get On Board Studios in sunny Melbourne. Panzerquack from GameCon in the Centurion Action X. It's a very entertaining tank to play. I absolutely love mine, and he certainly does as well. You can see he's got a mark of excellence on that gun barrel as he's on Mountain Pass looking towards a T54 lightweight. Lucky enough to be top tier in this game. It's tier 10 battle, but only 2 tier 10s on each team. Doesn't manage to penetrate his first shot into the tier 9 Russian light tank, but he's certainly getting ready to dish some damage out. Backs up, looks like he's trying to get saved from artillery just in case that M40, M43, even only at tier 8, if that artillery shell lands on that back engine deck, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. No armour there whatsoever. Mountain Pass, 3 tier 10s on each time, 2 IS7s on each team, and of course Panzerquack Scotty Centurion Action X. The enemy team has a Batchat 25T, the tier 10 French auto-loading, the original tier 10 French medium tank, the auto-loading Batchat, and that's an absolute ripper of a tank as well. That's my old mate Liam from Rats Clan on the other side. He's no stranger to this channel either. He's put a couple of replays in himself. Anyway, Panzerquack not lucky enough to land a second shot. Looking towards a Batchat by the looks of him. He knows it doesn't matter where he hits that French medium, he's going to penetrate it. Not known for its armour, of course. The Centurion Action X, on the other hand, has got a pretty groovy hull. I mean, it doesn't just look good. It's got the spotlight just in case it gets a little bit dark. But if you get in a position like this, you can often bounce shells. You can confidently bounce shells off that turret, especially from tier 8 tanks. Tier 9 and 10 tanks, though, you know, they start to get a little bit bigger. There's often not too much of a difference between a tier 9 and a tier 10 gun. So Panzerquack just biding his time here, waiting to see what's around here. The T26 E5P, the Patriot tank, that's been taken down to 600, and another shot from the IS7 takes him down to a one-shot. Panzerquack says, thank you very much, I'll get that. He cops a shot from the Patton. There is a number of tanks around here. He needs to be mindful of that WZ111 1-4. He blocks that one, or his tracks eat that shot. That has got a pretty high alpha gun. I've just finished that grind myself. It's around about 500 or 490 alpha damage from memory in the Chinese tier 9 heavy tank. Panzerquack's picked himself up a kill. He's picked himself up a little bit of damage, and of course that's going to be damage all day long as he puts his shell into the side of the WZ. He's trying to angle as best he can. Poor old Chinese heavy tank driver, but he's getting in a bit of strife. You can see he's got that perk which identifies damaged modules on the enemy team as he puts the second last shot into that Chinese heavy tank and helps to even up the score at 2 apiece. Artillery finally takes a swing, only for 198 damage though, but he does track and stun the crew. Fixes his crew with a quick tap of the 5 key, and just waits for the tracks to repair, knowing that there's not going to be another artillery shell heading his way anytime soon. Looks like the T54 lightweight might be the next target, and that's kill number 2 for Panzerquack from GameCon. Looking down towards the M46 Patton. The M46 Patton just sends a shell over Panzerquack's head. He would have felt that. He would have felt the breeze from that shot part his hair. Clearly looking towards the object 416, doesn't quite land. It looks like the reticle just got bounced around a bit by that piece of land there, that piece of rock. That shot's not going to miss, but it's not going to damage either. They're down by 2 tanks. He needs to do something to turn this game around. He wants to really make sure that object 416 gets punished as the Centurion takes out his ammo rack. But a quick tap of the 4 key fixes that one, no worries. As he picks up his 3rd kill of this game, they're still down by a tank. He gets rid of the object 416, and the Batchat finally goes down to the M46 Patton. That's elsewhere. Now he's focusing on the enemy M46 Patton, but he doesn't really need to. Cops another shell from the Centurion 1. That's a tier 8 Centurion, the one that leads to this tank, the Centurion Action X. Looking at the mini-map now, 2 IS7s on the enemy team have gotten almost all the way to the base. These guys here, these mediums and lights, are sort of coming back to try and do something about it, but lightly armoured mediums, tank destroyers and light tanks, they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle to penetrate the IS7, and of course they're going to struggle to bounce shots as well. They're going to be in a world of pain. Look at the mini-map again. You can see a 295 in the Centurion. They have gone up the ice road. It looks like one of them sitting on cap maybe not the T95. I'm not sure if the T95 would be there yet, as Panzerquack farms damage against the IS-7 up to nearly 4,000 damage now. I reckon he'll hit 4,000 in just a minute, keeping the IS-7 tracked, hoping for some assisted damage, hoping that somebody else is going to shoot him, but nobody else is really in a position to shoot that IS-7. Puts another shot into the IS-7, keeping him tracked, getting the damage up to 4602, and finally somebody else shoots him. And it's the IS-3 going for the Seagull kill, and that brings the score up to 8-9. The T95 clearly wants to hold off these tanks who might be trying to reset the cap. The cap's already stopped. The Centurion's still alive. I'm not sure what the Centurion's doing, if the Centurion's hoping to come and join this fight, or maybe even sit on the cap. Somebody tracks T95. Looks like Panzerquack goes for another tracking shot because he just used his repair kit to get rid of that broken track. Fires again. Looks like he did track him again. Now that T95 won't move anytime soon. Somebody capping again. My money is on the Centurion. 1 at tier 8. Looks like the IS-7's maybe come down off that bridge to engage the tanks that are in the bowl of death in the middle, big puddle that Panzerquack's moving through now, and he's looking just to get some vision on that IS-7. It's an even ball game now, 9 apiece, and there's the IS-7. That shot's not going to go through. He does get spotted. 4,602 damage so far, a little bit blocked and assisted damage. Now they're finally winning as he throws a heat round towards the IS-7, takes him down to 1,001 hit points. That's a lot more manageable than he was down, and it looks like he might be going to be, looks like Panzerquack might be the guy to take down both of these IS-7s. Of course, he took the majority of the hit points off that last IS-7. Now I reckon the IS-7 will reload before Panzerquack here. I'm not too sure. One more shell should do it. He does. Picks up the kill. Doesn't take another shot from the tier 10 Russian heavy tank. And again, somebody capping. That'll have to be the T95 because that Centurion is no longer with it. I very much doubt it's the M40, M43, who hasn't been lit this game. But you can see where the Stritzwagen and the AMX are on the mini-map. Looks like the M46 pattern's going for the reset, as well as the IS-3 and Panzerquack, who's picked himself up 4 kills, 6,000 damage, a little bit blocked, a little bit assisted, and I think that assisted damage would have been from that IS-7 that he was keeping tracked, where that IS-3 that's right next to Panzerquack now picked up that kill. Now, of course, the IS-3 probably doesn't want to go first. He's only on 59 hit points. But Panzerquack from Calm Clan, with his 4 kills, he's only on 391 hit points. Now, the T95 has got a big alpha damage gun of about 750. I think. I don't have mine anymore. I'm up to the E3. I know, it's amazing. But 13-10 is the score on Mountain Pass. Looks like he's trying to get some vision on the cap circle. You can see the T95's on full health. T95's just fired and killed the M46 pattern. Now I'm guessing Panzerquack was hoping the T95 would be distracted by the M46 pattern, and then he was hoping that he'd be able to get side or rear shots into the tier 9 non-turreted tank destroyer, the American, pretty heavily armoured. That shot didn't scratch him. Still on full health, the T95. Now what's he going to do now? He's got his dead tank destroyer as a bit of cover. T95 clearly is distracted by the IS-3. The IS-3 puts a shot into the T95. The IS-3 is no dummy. He's staying away from that T95's gun. But the T95 could, if he doesn't do this correctly, the T95 will be able to ram kill him. He doesn't ram kill him, and now Panzerquack in a little bit of an awkward position here. He wants to stay away from that gun and keep pumping damage into this heavily armoured tier 9 tank destroyer. There is artillery left on the enemy side, but it won't matter because Panzerquack's picked up his 5th kill of this game, and not evened it up, he's taken it into the lead, 12-14. 7,000 damage done for Panzerquack from Calm Clan. A little bit blocked, a little bit of assisted. The IS-7's coming back, probably to say thank you very much, and they've got to work out where this artillery piece is. The poor old M40, M43. He will be shitting bricks. The M40, M43. What's he going to do? I really hope he's not going to drown. We know we don't want. We don't like that. We just don't like it. Anyway, 14-12 is the score. 7,029 damage, 320 blocked, 270 assisted damage. Panzerquack not stuffing around. He's going to go straight for where he thinks artillery is. One IS-7 going the ice road, one crossing the bridge. That's going to provide vision and to try and help work it. And he did drown himself. This bloody weak prick. He clearly went up onto that eastern. There's a ridge up there where artilleries often sit. It's been a while since I played artillery, but I know if you are up on that ridge line, you can get some very good shots into the enemy tanks. But of course, for some artillery players, the temptation is just a little bit too much, and they want to jump into the drink and kill themselves and deny someone like Panzerquack, who's already on 5 kills, deny him the top gun, which is pretty bad sportsmanship, if you ask me. But anyway, for Panzerquack from Calm Clan, it was an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, the Hand of God Medal, Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter and Fire for Effect, High Caliber. Unlucky not to get the top gun, because I reckon he would have got to the artillery first, but you never know, maybe the artillery would have shot him and one-shot him on 300 health, maybe not. Who knows? 7,029 hit points of damage, 5 kills, 1,212 base experience, more than double what anybody else did, apart from one of the IS-7s on the enemy team. You can see he fired 36 shots, 31 hit, 21 did damage. He did bounce some shots on the T95 and the IS-7, and of course he had that shot that bounced off the T54 lightweight right at the beginning, which would have been a little bit frustrating. In that 10-minute game, it cost him 62,000 credits, and that would have been because of the heat that he was firing at the T95 and the IS-7, but that's exactly the right thing to do when you're trying to carry a game at the end, especially when they were down. They were down by a considerable margin early on. Anyway, we're going to move on to the second game, and this triple shot of Tier 10 medium tank action as I clean up the last replays from patch 920. This is Panzerquack again, this time in the Object 140. Now the Object 140 is a tank that I absolutely love, but I just haven't got the knack of it. It was one of my first Tier 10 tanks. I reckon it might have been my 4th Tier 10. I think it was certainly my first Tier 10 medium tank, maybe my 2nd, but I've got the female crew, they've got plenty of crew skills, just can't pull the wins off in the thing. Not sure why. Maybe it's because I'm nowhere as good as this bloke. But anyway, Panzerquack again, top tier in this game. It's 5 Tier 10s and 10 Tier 9s on each team. And Panzerquack showing great patience. I'd be running around looking for enemies about this stage, probably taking a lot of damage. Panzerquack waiting for the Batchat to show himself, and unlucky not to penetrate the French medium tank, of course, like I said in the last game, not known for its armour. And Panzerquack from Calm Clan in the Object 140. The Object 140's got a pretty good gun, 320 alpha damage for its 100mm gun, 264 penetration, 330 for heat rounds. May or may not need heat rounds in this one. Let's see. There is some armour there. The mouse gun and the Emil 2 sometimes can be challenging to penetrate. The 113, of course, that can be in a good hold down position. That could warrant a little bit of heat. The WZ111 1-4 looks like he has not loaded into the game. Not sure if that's his fault or not. He certainly hasn't loaded into the game. You can see that. You can see that just there when you push the tab key. But anyway, Panzerquack is saying, I've got this. I'm going to go and help these heavy tanks go into the city. That Batchat 25T probably would have been out visioning him over there in the west, so he's going to go south, southeast. Artillery takes a bit of interest in the medium tank driver, and he's a pretty good player. Artillery might have XVM installed. Might be looking for looking to put shots into mediums rather than a plethora of heavy tanks. Another shot from artillery. There are 3 artilleries in this game. The Tier 10 auto-loading French artillery, the Batchat 15558, the 15555 at Tier 9, a single shot. I think that's got about 15 seconds between shots. And of course, the British, the FV3508 at Tier 9. I reckon that'd have a pretty good gun as well. His crew's still stunned. He's choosing not to fix his tracks, just waits for the tracks to fix. His crew's still stunned, but he's landing shots into the mouse gun at Tier 9. They're down by 1 tank. Artillery has been taken out by looking at where the enemy T57 heavy is. I'm tipping it could have been one of the artilleries that took him out with a bit of counter battery. They're down by 3 tanks, 3 zip, as Panzerquack tries to get rid of this Jag Tiger. He's left him on 2 hit points. I know that guy. That's Poggy. That's Poggy. He used to be in 1AR clan. He's joined PvP. Hell of a nice guy. Very good player as well. 1-3 is the score as Poggy goes down to Panzerquack. That's the first kill in his team in this T10 battle, 5 T10s and 10 T9s. He's looking at, he's doing a bit of side scraping here. The Mouskin doesn't look like he's really aiming at Panzerquack. APCR, which is standard ammunition, proving to be enough to go through the turret of the Tier 9 German heavy tank. Well, at least earlier it was. Artillery, the Batchat artillery again firing towards a medium tank, Panzerquack. Clearly got XVM installed. He's going for the mediums, but let's be honest, it is I don't know if the Type 4 or the VK or the E100 would be an easy shot for artillery where they are. Shoots and bounces the Mouskin. He's up to 2,385 hit points in the Object 140. Is down to half health, or a bit over half health. Bounces another shot from the Mouskin. He might pick himself up a steel wall in this game. 1,540 damage blocked. Just kicking back here on this corner, there's a lot of enemy tanks there. The E50 goes down to the T10, which is a handy tank to get rid of, but then the friendly E50 goes down as well, which is probably not too handy getting rid of a top tier tank. But anyway, 4-5's the score. He's on 2,385 damage, 1,570 damage blocked. Looking for opportunities in this little heavy skirmish. Nobody really interested in the western flank of this game. And that can be good or it can be bad as he puts another shot into the Mouskin at tier 9. Gets spotted probably by the VK. The VK is quite close to him, but he's down in that behind that building. Just there he is. Tracks the VK, picks up a little bit of assisted damage, but looks like somebody was probably firing high explosive into that VK. Artillery stuns him again, but he doesn't lose any damage that time to enemy artillery. And I think he's sick with 3 artilleries. It's probably a waste of time using the repair kit unless somebody dies, like the driver just has died. Puts another shot towards the VK, but it doesn't bounce. The friendly VK picks up the kill, and he's waiting for his crew to go unstunned, and there's still another 70 seconds before he can fix the driver. 7-6 the score now on Windstorm I should say, is going for it now, is up down to 969 hit points. He's going to be slow because his driver's dead for another 55 seconds. Moving towards the eastern flank. He's probably thinking he needs to get in close to these buildings to try and get those bloody artilleries to stop trying to shoot. There's still 3 arties left on the enemy side. Just 1 artillery left on Panzerquack's team. And that's the little Frenchie who's done the right thing and joined the heavies in this push rather than staying out here in the west where artilleries normally hang around on this map. Knowing good map awareness from the French artillery driver, he can see that nobody else is there, so he's going to come down where the people are so they can have his flank covered. Looks like the Mouskin just fired. So does Panzerquack. Takes him down to 226 hit points with that shot. His driver's still dead. He'll be able to fix him soon. Continues to move around, make himself as hard a target as possible for those 3 artilleries left. And of course, the score's 8-7. He's up to 3,321. 1,540 blocked. A little bit of assisted damage. Moving forward. Wants to be safe from artillery, especially if his 6th sense goes off. Only 4 non-artillery tanks left on the enemy side. And of course, just the 1 on his team. I want to get rid of that Batchat. That'll be a very good one to get rid of because that's going to provide a lot of vision for those 3 artilleries. Panzerquack puts a shot into the T57, puts another shot in which kills him, and he does cop 380 hit points of damage. He's fixed his driver. Now he wants to keep moving because if that E100's lit, surely those 3 arties will be looking towards the big German heavy tanks. Massive profile. The STB-1 gets spotted back near the cap. Now it might be Panzerquack's job to go back and deal with the Japanese medium tank rather than stay with these heavies, especially if he starts capping. None of these heavies have really got the speed to get back. Maybe the T10's not too slow for a heavy tank, but if that STB-1 starts sitting on cap, the VK, the E100, I very much doubt they would be able to get back for resets before the cap timer went off. Let's see what happens here. He's looking towards, there's the Batchat. He tracks him again, or he bounces him, or critical hits him, whatever you want to call it. 10-8's the score. The STB clearly is sitting on the cap now, and Panzerquack knows that there's artillery again. 7 seconds left on his repair kit though. He hasn't lost any crew members though, so he's probably just going to let it go. Let the T10 deal with that Batchat 155-55, who is probably on the reload. That's probably why he's running. 2 tanks capping now. So it looks like it's going to be the British. Maybe it's the other French artillery, because that's pretty quick. as well as that STB. Two tanks capping. It's lucky that Panzerquack started moving forward so quickly. Artillery clearly aiming in the direction of the STB, but he just put a shot into the rock. He resets the cap points on the STB-1. Artillery is clearly, or whoever else is capping, which has to be one of the artilleries. They both haven't been spotted this game. So someone just put another shot into the STB-1, takes it down to 17 seconds. He's switching to heat now. He probably meant for that to be high explosives, not really sure. The FV304, that's the enemy artillery, puts a shot into Panzerquack. He's got 20 seconds before the timer goes off, 8 seconds before his crew's unstunned. So he fixes his crew. 13-8's the score. That Batchat artillery's got no chance of of capping it out. He knows he's got 4 seconds before he reloads that French auto-loading artillery. Climbing up this hill, not sure where the British artillery is. The FV3805 probably not having a bad game. He's on 2 kills, but Panzerquack's on 4 kills. He's also on nearly 5,000 damage. British arty just shoots and misses, hoping for a lucky shot on the Object 140. And the score is 14-8. Where is he? Looks like the VK's found him. Artillery's aiming that way. Very surprising that the VK couldn't see that big British artillery from where he was. He wasn't that far further south before that artillery was spotted, but in the end, the friendly artillery picks up the kill. And a comfortable win in the end, 15-8. Let's have a quick look at the result. It is an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Panzerquack from Calm Clan in the Object 140 Tier 10 Russian medium tank. An Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Hand of God, Bruiser Jewelers, Fire for Effect and Fighter Medal. He carried it, but he didn't carry it alone, which is good to see. 1,235 base experience, nearly 5,000 damage done. E100 had a belter as well with 5,511 done. He blocked 1,200. What did Panzerquack block? 1,540. Wonder why he didn't get the steel wall. Did anyone get the steel wall? No, nobody got the steel wall. Interesting. But I only received 6 shots to block that 1,540. Some good stuff there from Panzerquack from Calm. 31 shots fired, 30 hit. Nothing wrong with the accuracy of this Russian gun. 18 did damage though, so there's a few non-penetrations, but he still picked up nearly 5,000. 1,500 damage blocked. That's from the start of the game when he was sniping across the water. And 1,570 assisted damage. Again, cost him some credits because there was some heat fired, especially at the end against that STB. I reckon he pushed the wrong button against that STB. I reckon he was going for HE because he did have HE loaded at one stage. But let's move on to the third and final replay featuring Tier 10 medium tanks. This is my old mate and community contributor MatchyHK from Ray's Clan. I think Ray's Clan and Calm Clan are related. I think they're friends or allies. I'm not sure, or if they're sister clans, sister clans. Not too sure. Hopefully somebody will be able to tell me. I've got a feeling that they are. Anyway, this time, what are we on? Live Oaks. This is the map where I finally got my Object 260. This map, so I'm pretty happy whenever I see Live Oaks. And of course I did that one in a mouse. As MatchyHK puts a shot towards the Hawk 12. The Hawk 12 went unspotted just before the shell left the barrel, so not really sure if it hit. Looks like it was going true. Matchy lucky enough to be top tier in this battle on Live Oaks. Just 3 Tier 10 tanks on each team. MatchyHK in the Object 140. The T110E4 and the IS-7 on Matchy's team, backing him up, and of course the T57, STB-1 and the Jagdpanzer E100 on the enemy side. Matchy sees that AMX CDC certainly punishes him, puts a shot into the premium Tier 8 French medium tank. He also, I think he tracked him, got some assisted damage there, 620 assisted damage into, well, half of it into the CDC and the rest was into that lightweight. CDC goes down to the WZ111 1-4. Matchy auto aims on the T54 Mod 1, but I think it missed. Waits for the gun to reload. Don't shoot the WZ. Well done. Keeps his finger off the trigger just for a minute. so he can go past that WZ. Looks towards the T54 lightweight. A lot of people say the T54 lightweight, even though it's a light tank, a lot of people say it's the best medium tank at Tier 9, which is an interesting analogy. Even though it's a light, I've got it. I absolutely love mine. I'll probably be playing that one a little bit later on. But 3-1 is the score. 4-1 now as the T54 Mod 1 goes down. MatchyHK has picked up 1 kill against that lightweight, and he's still on full health. I thought he blocked some damage, but it's not showing up in the score. Maybe the tracks just ate the shot. 822 assisted damage, nearly 2,000 damage done. Now don't blink because you'll miss it. MatchyHK going in for the charge now. Is he confident that the T57 Heavy's on the reload? I'm not sure. I think he just fired. T57 clearly backing up now. Pretty good sign for MatchyHK. That means he can put some damage into the auto-loading. Tier 10 American Heavy Tank. 4-1 is the score as he pops another shot into him. Takes him down to 39 health. Hoping for the kill shot. Bounces the shot, so maybe he's already reloaded, but it's not reloaded anymore as Matchy picks up his second kill. Sends the T57 back to the garage. He auto-aims on the T54, that's the medium tank T54, bounces the shot from him. Who says the Object 140's got a weaker turret? Bouncing shots like there's no tomorrow. Cops a little bit of damage that time and loses his petrol tank, loses his driver that time. Doesn't need a driver to kill him though, and he gets rid of that T54. Picks up his third kill. And look at this. This is why Matchy is so entertaining. Don't forget to check out MatchyHK on Twitch. A very entertaining player. He's not brave enough to put his face on cam, and he jokes about that all the time. But he's a very, very good player. Very aggressive player too. Likes to get stuck in and not just sit at the back and farm damage. 8-4's the score. The STB1 throws a high explosive round into the back of MatchyHK. MatchyHK turns around and says, "What the hell was that?" But he needs to deal with the Panzerquack 100, which he does. 4 kills, 5,097 damage. It's too fast. He can't keep up. It's out of control. MatchyHK and the Object 140. Top tier on Live Oaks. He is down to 1,068 hit points. He knows the UDES can't do that in any great rush. And MatchyHK makes sure the UDES gets sent back to the garage before turning back and focusing on the cap. The score's 11-4. He fires blindly towards the T49 or the E75. It was too quick for me to see which one he was aiming at because they're just out of view range. Crosses the bridge using the dead train as a cover. And yes, trains can be dead, and that's why he's looking at it there. 11-4's the score, 5,500 damage done from MatchyHK. From Ray's Clan in the Object 140, the Tier 10 Russian medium tank. Looking around, looking for more damaging opportunities. Fires towards the AMX-30. No idea where that shot went. The Derp tank T49 again. No idea where that shot went. What's he doing? He needs to take a breath, I think, and just slow down. That T49's not going to bounce that shot. He's just going to sit there on the cap circle. That's probably not the best idea for the Tier 9 American Derp tank light tank. 11-4 is the score. He's just kicking back there, hoping no one shoots him. Of course, MatchyHK is not going to entertain that idea. Puts another shot into the American light. Brings his damage count up to 6,000. 11-4 is the score. Still 4 tanks left, and they're all up here. The E75, the AMX-30, the T49, all at Tier 9, as well as that IS-3, who will be feeling pretty nervous around about now on 357 hit points. Maybe he's seen Matchy on Twitch and he thinks, gee, I've got to be careful of this bloke. Looks like he's trying to angle his tank, but it's no match for the Russian gun. Who says Russian guns aren't accurate? Now he does get set on fire and loses, was it his ammo rack? He fixes it with his repair kit, fixes his loader. It might be regarded as a waste of a premium consumable when there's only 2 enemy tanks left. Matchy doesn't care. He knows he's going to waste this one, and he knows he'll be able to send me an epic replay. Puts a shot into the back of the E75. The E75 doesn't know what to do. He's just kicking back, thinking, oh, I'll wait for the inevitable. He's the last tank remaining in the Emil 2 picks up the kill. Matchy misses out on the top gun. He had 5 kills in the end. Over 7,000 hit points of damage. And oh my god, what a result on Live Oaks. My favourite map this week, because this week, the night before I recorded this video, which was the Friday the 3rd of November, I picked up that Object 260. I was pretty happy about it. I was high-fiving all the way home. No, Even more than Matchy would have been after this replay, I reckon. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for me old mate MatchyHK from Ray's Clan. Also the Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect and Fighter. Slow down, Stewie. Confederate Medal for shooting more enemy tanks than anybody else did. And of course the High Caliber for carrying the shit out of it. 7,024 hit points of damage. More than double what anyone else did, apart from the IS-7 who did 4,000. 1,287 base experience, 36 shot fired, 29 hit, 25 did damage, 1,138 assisted damage. He lost a few credits because there was heat. I think the heat was aimed at the enemy T-57, you reckon? Jag? Maybe the Jag towards the end of it. For some reason I thought there was an IS-7 there, but I'm thinking of the previous game. But an absolute ripper from MatchyHK from Rays. Don't forget to check him out on Twitch. Check me out on Twitch too if you want to feel like a laugh. But if you want to see good Ace Tank, good quality play, check out MatchyHK from Rays Clan on Twitch. There'll be a link down there. Anyway, thanks again for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.